Hi everyone, my name is Ilmore. Today I will present my research, namely designing a text mining method to discover hotel brand personality traits based on consumer online reviews. So these are outline for this research from background of the problem identification and formulation until conclusions and recommendations. So first we are going to the background of the problem. We start with the definition of brand personality. So brand personality is a framework that is useful for companies in increasing the value of products, services, and missions to society. The importance of online consumer reviews, very important because though review from consumers, hotels can evaluate hotel brands and assess customer satisfaction. According to Jimenez, companies or hotels must focus on positive social, environmental, and financial aspects during the process. And according to Amatoli, right now, consumers are currently concerned about social and environmental issues. So this is the suitable time for us to concern about the sustainability or brand personality. And after that, to make a good hotel brand personality, hotel needs data from user reviews using the text mining method. We are going to the section 2, problem identification and formulation. So basically, my research comes from the previous research, namely discovering the sustainable hotel brand personality on TripAdvisor by Paifanato, Lopez da Silva, Ferreira, and Araujo. So in this research, there are three hotels in a focus that were examined based on location and tourist destination, namely London, New York, and Sydney. And also, we have six attributes or six dimensions in this research that are sincerity, excitement, competence, sophistication, rudeness, and sustainability. So it is the frequency of traits each dimensions. You have to know that traits means the word that describe for each dimensions or the words that has representative from each dimensions. For example, in sincerity dimensions, they are friendly, helpful, standard, until welcoming. And also there are frequency and also percentage for getting to know about the frequency of each trait. For example, in a friendly trait, we have the frequency 3352 times in a review, and so on. So it is the radar chart. In this radar chart, we know that for the hotel of New York, the frequency, the biggest frequency is sincerity dimensions. There are disadvantages of previous research. First, there is no transparency in the trait search process, so that readers do not know how to obtain the trait method. Second, the process carried out only counts the frequency without regard to the context of the sentence, can cause confusion in getting insight from the results of the frequency. For example, if there is a trait of good, but it turns out that trait do not have the context with the hotel. And unfortunately, from the previous research, they still count it as the trait, whereas it is wrong. So we need to fix this so that we could have the better information and also we have the insight which is more accurate. Third, there are several traits that may not be suitable to be used as representation of the existing dimensions. In the sophistication dimension, there is the word lady, even though there seems to be no relationship between lady and sophistication. And last, the frequency recap results are not necessarily accurate because we know that the process to have the trait is not transparent, and also the process to have the trait maybe do not have the contact with the hotel, so that the conclusion regarding the brand personality dimension can also be inaccurate. It is the formulation of the problem. There are 4 points. What is the method for finding trait based on the word embedding and word-to-fact methods from the data review you have? What is the method for determining the importance of sustainability dimension to other dimensions that already exist in Ocker? How is the performance obtained from the proposed text mining method? What are proposed improvements to the dimensions of the brand personality of the hotel used as case study, namely Hotel Tenure Palace, based on sentiment analysis method? And it is limitation problems and assumptions. The research was conducted using data from TripAdvisor website for Lotte New York Place Hotel from 2013 to 2022 and the Rio Plaza Hotel from 2016 to 2022. This data was obtained from consumer reviews on the TripAdvisor website for the Lotte New York Place and Rio Plaza Hotel. And it is research purposes that answers the formula of this research. And this is research methodology. So there is data collection, and after that, trait search using word embedding, and after that, determination of dimensional importance using dependency parsing and tree. After that, performance measurement methods. After that, proposal to improve hotel tenure place using sentiment analysis, and so on until conclusions and recommendations. So first section, we are going to data processing. First, we have to collect the data from Hotel New York Palace Hotel and also from Rio Plaza Hotels. And I'm getting this data from TripAdvisor review. But first, I focus on Hotel New York Palace. And after that, we do research for Rio Plaza. First, in a Hotel New York Palace, we do trait search. There are several steps from preparation of Hotel New York Palace Hotel datasets, data preprocessing, data training, determine the trait words to be given, use word-to-fact and WordNet models, and show the results. So in a pre-processing data, there are three steps: stop words, lowercase, and pre-process. So for example, in the stop words, before we do stop words, there is sentence, this is my second visit to hotel. And after stop words, we have second visit hotel. So basically stop words just throw away the word that is not important in a sentence. And also we do lowercase and preprocess. And after we do data preprocessing, we do data training. Basically, data training has the purpose to train the models and also to translate from the text into the factor numbers so we could process from the data and also we could get insight from that process. And after we do data training, we do mining from each word from the trait so that we could have lots of informations. We use word2vec and also WordNet. For example, in sensitivity dimensions that has trait honest, from each trait honest, we do mining using word2vec and also WordNet. And after that, we have honest word synonyms from each method. And after that, we compare the result of the two synonyms. Are the probability of the two synonyms are bigger than 0.5? If yes, synonyms are taken. If no, synonyms are not taken. It is the example, more similar words on a trait from word2vec. The result involve alone after until continue, from the WordNet honest, honorable until fair. And after that, we compare each synonym words using word2vec. For example, involve and honest has the probability 0.98. So it means that involve and honest will be taken as our research, and so on. So after that, we calculate frequency from the honest rate. For example, in involve, the result is 8, the alone is 9, and after that we calculate to have frequency from the honest rate, and we have 1422. It means that in this review, the word honest has 1422 times. And after that, we search and also we do mining for each trait, and we calculate and also we collect. For example, in a sensitivity dimension, we have 4936 times in a review. And it is frequency each dimension. And if we can see that sustainability dimension is still highest frequency. So next for the next station. So we go to dependency parsing and dependency tree. So dependency parsing and dependency tree is tool in NLP or the method in NLP to analyze a sentence, which is analyzing whether the sentence has the context with the hotel or not. So because of that, the hotel in these cases, I use it as token head and adjective as a word that describe a hotel. So when in a sentence that has relationship between adjective and also token head, so dependency parsing and dependency tree will count it. For example, like in the sentence, that unique hotel looks good. So the words unique is adjective and a hotel is token head. And hotel and unique has relationship, so we will count it as dependency parsing and dependency tree. But before we are going to the next station or we process for dependency parsing and dependency tree, we have to search most similar words from hotel first, because the hotel itself has the large meaning, has the large meaning. So I use from the research from the hospitality that hotel has relationship with staff and room. So because of that, I use Word2Vec again and also WordNet again to find out most similar words from hotel, staff, and room. And the results are like this. The result from the most similar words hotel, staff, and room are lode, property, place, until housekeeping. So this word will be used for token head. And this is the result from dependency parsing parent-child. We see like from the place is such a unique property. So we have to analyze this. So yeah, it will be counted as dependency parsing and dependency tree because the unique is adjective and property as token head and has the same meaning with hotel. So it is counted as dependency parsing and dependency tree. And after that, we collect and also we calculate from each dimension, each trait and each dimension, and we do data visualization, and we have the results like this, and still sustainability is still the highest frequency. So how about dependency siblings? So, basically dependency siblings is the same with dependency parent-child, but the difference is that from this sentence that unique hotel looks good, I count good as adjective that has relationship with the hotel. So I just add one condition for these sentences that good should be included or should be counted. And based on performance using dependency parsing parent-child, the results of dependency parsing process produce 1968 review sentences that have context with hotels. From 1968, there are 5 sentences of review that have no context with the hotel. For example, like the outside courtyard facing the backside of the cathedral was lovely and a pleasant place to relax and have coffee. You know, lovely in here is adjective word, and also it has relationship with the courtyard, but unfortunately the courtyard has has no has no meaning with hotel, or the courtyard is not the same with the hotel, so this is not counted. And for performance for dependency parsing sibling, the result of dependency parsing sibling process produced 42 review sentences that have context with the hotel. And the precision from this method is 100%. But I prefer to use dependency parsing parent-child because the information is much more than dependency parsing sibling. So I use dependency parsing parent-child. And dependency parsing parent-child, of course, has very good in precision and also has much more information than dependency parsing sibling. And this is the uncountable example sentences by dependency parsing. For example, in a but the filler mention gives you tremendous bang for your buck. The word tremendous is not pointing out to the hotel. And we were impressed with the friendly staff who helped us tremendously with reservation problem. Tremendously is not adjective word. Instead, it is adverb. So it's uncountable as dependency parsing. And here is difference in parent-child dependency parsing frequency. We see, for example, in a sincerity dimension, before we use dependency parsing parent-child, it has 4836, and after we use dependency parsing parent-child, we have 519. So difference is 4317, and it means that 4317s in the review has no contact with the hotels. And about the review hotel, with the same method like before, the result of the parent-child dependency parsing process produce 1335 review sentences that have context with the hotel. The result of dependency parsing sibling process produced 3 review sentences that have no context with the hotel. And after we know that dependency parsing parent-child is very effective to filter and also to know the information that has context with the hotel, after that, I use sentiment analysis to know more and also to have the insight more from the review. And sentiment analysis has 3 important points that are: first, detect the use of words that indicate negative, neutral, or positive sentiments. And second, sentiment score are on a scale of -1 to +1, where -1 indicates negative sentiment and +1 indicates positive sentiment and 0 indicates neutral sentiment. And last, there are 4 scores: compound, negative, neutral, and positive. But we have to focus just in the compound scores because it represents all the scores from the sentence. So here are the example for the positive sentiment analysis. We see like this unique hotel has an outstanding service, and the value for the compound is 0.6, and it means that it is positive. So after that, we collect and also we calculate to know more about how many positive, how many negative, and how many neutral. And it is the example for the negative sentiment analysis. This is the example for neutral sentiment analysis. And I use Matplotlib to know more about data visualization each dimension. For example, in sincerity, we know that in in sincerity dimension, we have lots of positive sentiment. So from this insight, This result can provide insight for hotel, Botanical Place, that the majority of reviews on dimension of sincerity at the Botanical Place has a positive value. So the hotel needs to maintain the hotel's sincerity qualities such as friendly and courteous service to all guests. For the excitement dimension, most of the reviews are positive hotel reviews, so there are several things that need to be maintained in terms of excitement dimension, such as places and hotel facilities that make customers comfortable. So it is for competence dimension. There are a number of things that the hotel can pay attention to based on this negative review, such as price adjustment in the future based on current hotel facilities. So it is also the insight from sophistication dimension that the hotel's calm and comfortable atmosphere is a positive review of the most sophistication dimensions that this hotel has. So from the rudeness, there's suggestion to improve the consistency of hotel service quality because some customers receive poor treatment from hotel staff. And last, from the sustainability, the peaceful atmosphere of the hotel along with the beautiful views around the hotel make customers satisfied with this hotel. So it needs to be maintained at this point. And if we recap text mining method design, we have hotel review data, trade search using word embedding, frequency across dimensions, analysis using dependency parsing and dependency tree. And after that, we calculate frequency each dimensions. And after that, we do sentiment analysis and propose improvement. So here are the conclusions to answer the research, the question of the research. And here is the recommendation. There are 4 points. So first, it is necessary to carry out further information extraction process using other NLP methods, such as deep learning NLP for chatbots. Second, analyzing text in different languages, not only English. Third, implement word embedding in a different domain. Apart from word-to-fact, there are many other words embedding techniques that can be used to represent text. Last, conduct deeper research to increase research recall. So, thank you.